Hi. Now we are going to see about the milling tools. Okay, what are all the milling tools available? So, how to use, how to create new tool, how to access the library, how to make the filtration for tool selection. All the things we are going to see it now. Uh, Without a proper tool selection, programming is meaningless. Okay, I will select one operation. Okay, so here so you can see here this is the tool from the library. So inside the tool library, so all the tools are available. So just click it, but so it is currently in filtration. So we'll go there. So if you click on filter, you can see activate. That so I'll say none means it will not select any tool now. So by keeping your cursor, it will tell you what is the name of the particular tool. Smell. So I remove the filter. Let me show you. It has n number of tools. So every all the tools available will be visible in the library. So suppose we want only flat and mill means, so select tool from library. We can from switch on the filter, then we will get only all filtered end mill only. Okay. Other than so this is all type of tool. None, I will say none here. So we can switch over the another tool. Suppose example face tool. Okay. Okay. So now you can see it is only the filter, none and face tool. Okay. So what are all the face tool available in this library? It is visible to you. So again make none. Select chamfer tool. Okay. So these are the chamfer tools available. So this filtration reason is it is easy to take the particular type of tool. For that reason, the filtration is useful. Again, so I will say none and selected the flat animal. Now it shows all flat animal. So by filtering and selection will be tool selection will be easy. Okay. So this is the 25 tool. Suppose a standard tool is available is 25, but I need a little. So I can edit my tool. Suppose a standard tool, from standard tool I can modify and I can reuse my tool. So now you can see here diameter is. So instead of 25, I need 24. Okay, I'll modify it to 24. That don't forget to change the tool name also. If any modification you do it in the tool diameter, and the tool name should also be changed. So all other things, tool number, offset number, diameter offset number, all the things you can modify it here. So this is my number 2 tool. This cutting speed CS. So I will give 150, and feet per tooth I will give 0.1. So what is the CS and the cutting speed? So this comes under the technological parameter. For any material, you will get the standard cutting speed of each material. Steel means having some cutting speed. Aluminum means that it has some separate cutting speeds. This is standard available. Uh, so based on that you can select it. Then feed per tooth. Suppose this is milling cutter and it has got six tooth. So it means each uh, cutting edge how much material need to cut. That is the feed per tooth. Suppose point 0.1 each cutting edge will cut means. So by putting these two value, uh, the feed rate and spindle speed uh, will automatically will calculate and it automatically calculate. Okay. Now you can see that by changing here, your feed rate and spindle speed is changing. Okay. So always this plunge rate should be less than the feed rate. Okay. Because feed means movement of the tool in XY, but plunge means movement of the tool in the Z direction. So always the plunging should be less. Okay. So if I why I am doing this, because I made the modification the tool. I am just saving this in the library also. So you can see tool number. Tool number 2 I have put already, it has 2. So I will again edit it. So I will make the tool number 5. Okay, I put tool number 5. So now you can see. So now the new tool I edited and made. Okay. This tool is temporarily I made. I have not saved in the library. You can save it. Right click, save to library. So now this. So if you want to save it in the standard library, or if you want to make your own library, you can make your own library. So in that whatever all tools available in your workshop, that we can customize and add it into that tool library. So by your own library you can make it. Suppose if you have 25 tools, and what are all the cutting speed, what are all the spindle speed need to run, all the things you can customize and you can make the tool library. Okay. So you can so while buying the tool, you can get the catalog from the tool supplier. Based on that, you can make your you can make your customization and make your own library. Now I'll save it in my library. I'll say test one library. You can give your own whatever name you want, your company name, anything. So this shoulder tool 25 tool is the now saved in the test one library. Okay. It's not the big work. It is a very simple work. So you can edit and put all feed rate and spindle speed. Like this, you customize and save it in library. So the advantage is so what are the detail feed rate and spindle speed you have given here and saved. So when you selecting the tool from your library, all the details directly loaded in the all the fields. Suppose in case if it is not filled properly, if you felt is, you can reinitialize. Right click on the tool and reinitialize the data. That time it directly read if there is something went wrong. Okay. So just you can take the tool from your library and right click and reinitialize. so that you will get all feed rate, plunge rate, whatever you are given in your library. Okay. So now I will just save in the test library some tools to show you. Okay, all these tools I will save it in the test library. Okay. Okay, now almost 4 tools we saved in the test library. So now a new library, the test will loaded 4 tools. Okay. If you want to change, you can change your tool library. Now I will check test tool library. I'll say open. So you can see, so you can switch off the filter. You can see all four. This is my own tool library which I made it. So in standard library there are 300 tools are there, but I don't want searching over there and filtering and other thing. I don't want. So if I can make my own tool library, I can use it at any time. Okay. So this is how to make your own tool library. Or so so now we have seen how to select the standard tool or how to edit the existing tool and how to make your tool library. Okay. You can modify and you can make your own tool. Okay. In case if you want a totally new tool, so you can make you can that tool may not be available in your library. Suppose you want to just will go to standard library, tool library. So here filter is removed. There are I'll select chamfer tool available. Okay. Sometimes what will happen, some tools may not be available in the library. So that situation you can create your tool with the standard. So first we have seen the how to use the available library tool, and next we have modified the existing tool and saved it in your library. Or now we are going to make a new tool which is not available in the library. Okay, so you can select the type of tool whatever you want. So any tool if you want you can make it and you can use it. Example, I need one chamfer mill. Okay, so now you can give the parameters. Tool number 10. So overall diameter 10. So length I modified. Cut length is 12 and chamfer angle 15. Tip length is 0.2. So you can change the tool number. What is the feed rate, middle speed, finish. So now I made it my own tool. So like this you can make the tool which is not available in the library, that you can make your own tool. You can create a tool, edit projection, these all things are there. So there is a feed calculator also available. So your cutting speed, if you put automatically, it will calculate and it will store. You can update this. Okay, flat and mill, right click, feed calculator. So I am just giving 150, update. So it will come in the place of material. If you have a material, you can search your material also, but actually it should have done in the starting itself. So from the beginning, raw material also you can use it. So in this case, the material is taken aluminum and CS is given. So if you go to the material selection here and the stock setup, in the stock setup, tool setting, here material. So from here the material is coming there, and what is your material you want, that you can select it from the library. You can select the library also here. I'll close this. Okay. Here the library you can modify, edit, or you can select. Okay. Here you can say library, mail library. These all materials are available here. So you can select the material here. Okay. Okay. So now here you go. Uh, what is the cutting speed? You can give it here. Okay. And okay. So now we selected the material. Right click and go here, feed calculator. You can see that material has come now. So base cutting speed also has come. Okay. You can update means then automatically, if you say update means it automatically update in the all other places. Okay. So the cutting speed is the common for all material. Okay. Any mechanical engineering data book, you can see that all cutting speeds are available. You can select and you can get it. Okay. All these details are available. Okay. Other than this, so that tool projection also you can check it. You can increase it. Uh, you can search for cut parameter also. It will go to the library. If you have any library, from there you can search the um, if you made any your own library, in that situation you can go for the search for library. From here you can select and you can use that feeds. Okay. So this is all about the tool. You can create your new tool here. So these all are the standard tool. Okay. Suppose other than this, there is a custom tool also available. Suppose this tool is not comes under the standard tool. So if you want to make your own tool, that situation form tool, so that time you can make your custom tool. So you can customize your own tool. Okay. So this comes under the tool customization. So we'll see it in this separately this tool customization. Okay, not here. So we have so in the tool library we'll say none filter none. This is a flat end mill. So for 2D we will use all flat end mill. This is sphere end mill. We can say ball and this name also ball and mill. So we can see just I'll double click and so how it is look like that shape. Just I want to show you. So you can see that edge is round. Ball means like this ball and mills always used in the surface machining tool path for surface finishing application. Finishing and semi finishing you can say. So so the next type of tool was the wool and mill. We will see that how the shape you can see that on the corner there is a radius. This is for the surface machining roughing work. You can use the uh, bull nose tool. Okay. If you use the surface machining flat and mill, you will get the step. So that will not give you a good surface finish. So so now we have seen flat end mill, bull end mill, and ball end mill. Okay. So all other tools just you can see face milling is for face milling, radius milling means for radius outrage, chamfer milling is for chamfer, slot if you want to make slot like this. These all are particular application based. Only this. So you can use that flat mill in the place where that flat surface is coming, but so mostly in all situation surface machining, bull and mill is used for roughing, and ball and mill is used for the finishing. So now we have just seen the introduction about the tool and tool libraries. Still more detail we'll see in the next coming classes. So we have seen what are all the tools are available, what are all the types of tools available, how to make one tool library, how to make a new tool, um, how to achieve the based on material, how to achieve the feed rate and spindle speeds. Those things also we have seen now. Thank you.